Welcome back to another AI-generated prompt video. A friend of mine said, man, you got to really come up with some sort of catchphrase at the beginning and a catchphrase at the end. I thought about that. I'm going to work on something juvenile to think of. So I was just doing a little bit of homework for the next prompt. And I used to watch Rambo as a kid. Like, I used to think, holy crap, this is what a soldier looks like. I mean, we used to pretend to be Rambo. We used to pull out like our dad's ties and just put them around our forehead, grab a broom and think, hell yeah, I'm Rambo right now. I always thought like Rambo was the ultimate soldier, right? And if you don't know who Rambo is, he's played by Sylvester Stallone. Like, look at that. That's my back right now. Basically, Rambo is played by Sylvester Stallone, and it's about a Vietnam vet who comes home, and like, if you've ever seen Rambo: First Blood, he comes home and he gets harassed by this cop as he's going to visit an old war buddy. And the cop like tries to kick him out of town because he's anti-war, or I don't remember what. He just didn't like him for some reason. And it causes a whole mess between where is essentially where like Rambo is taking on the cops. Rambo was the first John Wick. He could not be killed. And he was just a badass. And I thought, for today's prompt, wouldn't it be cool to see what that ultimate soldier would look like? So we're going to generate the ultimate soldier. I don't know if you know this, America is going through some sort of change right now. So what Rambo used to be for the Saturday morning generation is now looking more like this. And I thought, what a great idea to create a prompt based on a combination of what Rambo and today's soldier mixture would look like. Like, what would the ultimate soldier look like? And I just started thinking, this would be a great prompt. So I'm gonna look up soldier and see what that generates. So Adobe Firefly thinks that the soldier of today is, I don't have any idea why they would send a soldier into combat with VR. It just seems, unless they're flying a drone, maybe. I have no idea. But under the simple prompt of soldier, it's doing this. So I'm going to remove some of these styles and see if it gives me something different. Now keep in mind, our prompt influence is Rambo, John Rambo, and then Dr. Rachel Levine, who is a general, I guess, 4 stars. All right, so that's a soldier. It's got an American flag in the background. Apparently the standard issue soldier's outfit now contains a collar and a tie. There's always like American flags in the background, which just gives me a lot of American pride. Like, fuck yeah, like all the stars and stripes, and then our good American soldiers in uniform, just like ready to fucking kick ass. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so keep in mind, a mixture of yesterday and a mixture of today. So what if soldiers had lipstick? What if it was required for every soldier who enlisted during the basic training and during combat, they had to wear combat lipstick? So I'm going to put combat lipstick. A soldier wearing combat lipstick. Now I'm thinking it's going to... What? It generated a 451. I don't know what's triggering that. I'm going to put soldier combat lipstick. Soldier combat lipstick. See, it doesn't like lipstick. I have no idea, or could it be any of these other words? That's so stupid. Fuck you, Firefly. Why would you do that? So it's what is it? Combat? It doesn't like combat? All right, I'm going to try this again. A soldier wearing lipstick. It took that. It didn't like combat. This is so stupid. There's some programmer in the Adobe data center who's like, I don't want combat in any of the keyword searches over here. This is so stupid. Combat lipstick? There's not even such a thing. But the fact that it wouldn't allow me to put in combat lipstick, so dumb. So I put in lipstick, and it shows the women with lipstick, but the dudes. Oh, okay, so they have the dudes wearing lipstick too. All right, so here you go. This is a soldier wearing lipstick. You can't wear combat lipstick. It sounds maybe too violent for the AI to generate an image of that. But you have Adobe saying it's okay to just have a soldier wearing lipstick. So the story goes, you're a soldier, and for the ultimate intimidation factor out on the combat field, every soldier who's out there ready to battle has to wear some sort of lipstick. And this is like the standard issue, army lipstick that they're wearing. Black lipstick. So if you've seen Commando, I'm imagining it's like, Arnold, when you put all the Commando black makeup on his face, this is just going to be specifically to the lips. Okay? Can you imagine, like, if they allowed the soldiers to wear earrings and have your hair all like that? It's like the ultimate gothic American soldier. It looks kind of like Charlize Theron in her new movie. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now that I have no idea why they're. It looks like he's wearing a suit and tie, but hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That looks sinister. Just imagine thousands of soldiers wearing black lipstick out on the battlefield, and it's like super runny, and it gets into their teeth, and it looks all like black grit between their teeth. That would look scary as hell. Now they didn't give this guy black lipstick. I don't know why. Let me try again. I'm gonna change the lighting. I'm gonna change the style, but it's a soldier wearing black lipstick, low lighting, and it's a photo. I'm gonna see what happens. So far, it's kind of getting there. We're warming up. Why aren't you giving me black lipstick? I don't think I've ever seen a soldier wearing like a hard hat like that. Like a combat hat. Yeah, combat helmet, but not that. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more specific. So I put a male soldier wearing black lipstick and makeup. It refuses. Okay, there we go. That one kind of did it. Now they're looking more aggressive. Feminine, but aggressive. It's not doing it. Let me try to generate again. I'm going to do a close-up. See if I can do a close-up. Is there a close-up on here? I've always liked the style photograph through a window, so maybe you can... Maybe it'll make a difference. Yeah. It's like, let us battle. So it randomizes it. There we go. Can you think of a scenario where like all the soldiers they're at the barracks, they're getting rest, and all of a sudden you hear the war siren like and it makes all the soldiers rush to get their weapons, their boots on, they're scrambling to get all their combat gear on, and they're all hauling ass towards the front door, each one of them having a rifle, some sort of a weapon on their right side, and then their combat lipstick on their left, and they're all like rubbing the lipstick on their lips as they're running out the front door to get combat ready. It's just a story. Might be a fantasy to some people, but it's just an imaginary thing in this environment we're creating, in this world, this universe. Like, hell yeah, look at that. This guy is ready to just slaughter the enemy. And like after you've made your kill, like once you've obliterated the enemy, every person that's on the ground dead, just loss of life everywhere, you've won the battle, and the lipstick is there so you can kiss all of the defeated enemies on the forehead and just leave lip imprints. Psh. Like thousands of people all like, ugh. It's stupid, but I'm applying logic as to why they would wear lipstick. It would be like the mark of defeat. I'm going to switch the visual intensity to high, crank that bitch up, and see what happens. Because this is exciting. Everybody out on the battlefield, pilots, soldiers, like this right here. That guy is definitely a tank driver. He's like, hell yeah. But I don't understand why it'll give some of these guys lipstick and some of them not. And out of the 4, it might give you 2. This guy cut a hole in his beret. He's like, there's a sense of style when you are trying to go out on the battlefield. Like, what if that was the most important thing? Is that all your makeup was in order, your lipstick was on fleek, your uniform was like had a little knot roll on it. you decorated your boots. Like, imagine, like, you know how, I don't know if you've seen some of those old war movies where the soldiers would write messages on their helmets. They would put like death from above or death to all or some shit like that. What if you just sprinkled your helmet with positive writing, like peace for everyone, kill gently. Kill gently? Holy shit, that's hilarious. It always seems to be the blonde ones that they apply the lipstick to. I'm gonna change this to shot from below and see if it generates anything differently. What if there was also like a social media page for soldiers, and like the people you were going to go into battle with, you could actually troll their Facebook page or some shit, like, you know, soldier book or something. So like you're going into battle with, let's say America was going into battle with Russians, and every soldier you were up against had a profile that you could go in there and leave comments on or dislike their post. Yeah, this is starting to get crazier. Look at this motherfucker right here, looking like Freddie Mercury about to go into battle. And at the end, after he wins, he's like, "We are the champions." As he fucking kisses your forehead. I don't know what that thing is on his mouth. Maybe it's an automatic. Maybe his troop is so advanced they don't even have to put on lipstick by hand. They just wear their uniform, and this little wire with lipstick applies it as he's running, saves time. An evil looking soldier smiling with red lipstick. Because we know that Adobe Firefly won't generate soldiers with weapons. Like, you cannot put weapons in this. You would need something like Midjourney to generate that. Like, okay, this isn't even too extraordinary. There we go. That's a little down to earth, but that's what I'm talking about. It's this subtlety of, you have this badass looking soldier, and then the only thing you're doing is adding lipstick. Does it change the ferocity of the enemy. Like, if you were facing soldiers, the opposition, and then you just saw a bunch of red ruby lips, like you would see machine guns, like pop, 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 and then you just saw a bunch of red lips, would that intimidate you? Or would it turn you on like this lady right here? Like this right here? With, you know, that little fuzzy thing in his hat? Like, it's sort of feminine, right? But would it be intimidating on the battlefield? Like, would this shit put fear into the hearts of soldiers? It would definitely cause confusion, but how would you handle it? I mean, obviously you would be in battle, you'd still shoot, but at the end of the war, would it fuck you up psychologically? It's like, dude, I just fucking shot all these people and they all have lipstick. What were they thinking? And the lipstick serves two purposes, right? You know, intimidation, and then, you know, you're kissing the enemy at the end of the battle. But what if like it was like a modern day cyanide pill of some kind, where, you know, you can't take the pain and all you do is lick your lips so you don't get taken into captivity. You know, like you're not taken as hostage by the enemy, and so you just lick your lips, and then, you know, like a cyanide pill, it's over. You don't have to give up the secrets. It's like, it's too late, Captain. He done licked his lips. That looks like Kathy Hochul. Like, I'm not even kidding. It almost seems like Adobe Firefly is referencing Kathy Hochul as a image reference here for this soldier. An evil-looking male soldier with red lipstick. This guy must be up there in ranks with this earring. Like, if you are on high command, they start assigning you, you know, earrings with red fuzzy balls and a tie. I can't imagine, like, I don't know, it could be badass, like, if you use your imagination, like, what would the tie be used for? But it might turn into a weapon at close quarters combat. Like, you have 3 dudes surrounding you, they're out of ammo, and you're just like, you know, you're trying to like do some kung fu shit, and boom, you remember, I have this standard issue tie. You take it off and it turns into some sort of bullwhip or some shit. It's like whoosh, kill everybody with one swift stroke. That's funny. It's the 1,000-yard stare with fucking lipstick on. This motherfucker right here. It would be like the opposite of that Steven Spielberg. Yeah, it's like it's at the same time, it's Stephen King meets Steven Spielberg. Saving Private Renee. This guy's a sniper. Could you know how when they're talking about you're sniping somebody, to take the scope off at the last minute because it reflects light and you can see somebody from a mile away? What if your lipstick, like, you don't put on your lipstick if you're a sniper until the end, until you're about to take the shot, because they could see your lips from a mile away? Like the little ruby red lips would like gleam off all the sheen that it has on it. Like, you know, you can imagine soldiers a mile away, they look up and they see all these little sparkly lips and shit, like with glitter. Get down! All right, let's get crazy. Let's say that the United States was adding frog DNA or some shit to create super amphibious soldiers. So a frog soldier with lipstick, looking very mean. That's just a frog. Where's the soldier part? There's no This is a frog soldier? Maybe I gotta be more specific. A frog wearing a soldier uniform and a hat. I don't know what that's gonna do. It seems like a lazy prompt, but it might generate something cool. Yeah. Except I forgot that he's gotta wear lipstick. Hell yeah. I'm gonna call it Frogdoffy. Frogdom Hussein. That's a good one. Now, the lipstick, that didn't scare me, but if you were to face these, like, what if the frogs had an uprising? Like, we're fucking tired of our legs being eaten by all these humans. It's time to go to war. It's time to go to war with the Americans. Hell yeah, Battle Kermit. This motherfucker right here. Colonel Ribbit. Sergeant Toad. What kind of weapons would these guys have? Imagine being an American hostage. You got captured by the frog army. And then this guy comes up to you. This guy's got some hair on his ass. He's like, tell us where the secret military installation is. Like, whoa, I don't know anything. I'm an E1. I just got recruited, man. I don't know anything. They don't tell me nothing. We have ways of making you talk. It would be scary. Like, especially that you have to know that this stuff is coming in the future. They're going to start thinking of ways to make soldiers more efficient killing machines, right? They're going to turn them into, they're going to use frog DNA, because it makes sense. It makes sense for them to use frog DNA for soldiers who are like frogmen, like literal frogmen. This time you can stay underwater longer. I mean, sure, you sacrifice your looks, but if you want to be a badass ultimate frog soldier, this is a sacrifice you have to make. I don't know how they would do that in the future. This is only, this is only like immature, juvenile thoughts that I'm having in terms of how would they go about inserting frog DNA into human beings to turn them into frog soldiers. And I can only imagine they would either make you drink some sort of an elixir, or they would inject it, like, or maybe put you in a machine with like cables going, somewhere in your main arteries, and they're like, try to relax. We're gonna insert a sequence of frog DNA serums into your blood, and you'll be asleep for a little while. By the time you wake up, you'll be the ultimate soldier. And then you wake up, you're like, holy shit, this is not what I had in mind. You start like throwing your tongue around. But I mean, just think about like all the different types of frogs that are out there. You have like these highlighted purple frogs that basically they're so vibrant it's to warn other animals like, hey, I'm dangerous, I'm poisonous, don't fuck with me. Look at this one. This one's a blonde. A frog in a soldier uniform, looking very mean, showing teeth, and saluting. This motherfucker. Oh, well, you gotta salute the flag, gotta show respect. Holy shit. Bro, that is insane. Now we're talking. Oh, this poor lady. She's not even a frog, but I guess Firefly thinks she looks a little like a frog. What? This makes no sense. Those fingers, though. That looks a little like the actress Mila Kunis or whatever the hell her name is. Whoa, that's a hybrid. Maybe in the future they are able to allow DNA control where you can turn up the threshold of how vicious you would look like from the frog DNA. You can turn it up all the way up or bring it all the way down. So you can kind of go back to normal. And it only shows when you're in combat or when you're really angry. Hell yeah. All that's missing is like an American flag on their shoulders. That's insane. Imagine like the president gets out of Air Force One and you have this frog soldier just saluting. Welcome home, Mr. President. With an American flag badge on the shoulder. There is some sort of conspiracy theory where there are reptilians living amongst us, and maybe that's why we're so infatuated, or me anyway, with frogs as American soldiers. Like, I mean, you could argue that there are better animals to splice DNA with humans, right? To make them the ultimate soldier. A lion or I don't know, something, but a frog seems not so. It wouldn't be the best one, but it would, it's got some uses. Anyway, hell yeah. With the amount of extreme evolution from Rambo to what we have now on the battlefield, I'm just trying to do my best to give the U.S. Army some inspiration. Like, push it a little bit. Like, that's nothing. What we have now is nothing. Have you considered frog DNA? Have you considered, animal DNA? Have you thought about making the ultimate soldier out of, this shit that I'm generating? Like, I hope some sort of general is looking at this right now and they're like, we really gotta implement this program into our soldiers immediately. Let's take 10 volunteers of our best recruits and turn them into amphibious ultimate frog soldier men so they can make our country proud. Put them into combat. And then this is the image you send back home to your parents once you've enlisted, and you're like, I made it, Mom. I'm an American soldier now. I just wanted you to be proud. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll have some more prompts again, and I'm going to think about the intro, outro, catchphrase type of thing. In the meantime, enjoy what we have, and if you have any ideas and you want to see generated through AI, put them in the comments. This channel is starting out in its infancy. It's hard to know what's real, surrounding myself with all of this AI stuff. What is even real? But thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for another episode of AI-generated images on the Apple Vision Pro. Peace. Ribbit, motherfucker.